Have you ever felt as if life is guiding you towards something deeper, pushing you to see beyond the surface of everyday reality? The journey of spiritual awakening is far from a gentle path. It is a profound call to confront our deepest fears, to challenge everything we think we know, and to step into the unknown. And while we may envision enlightenment as a state of bliss and calm, the truth is far more complex. Awakening brings with it a series of tests that stretch the soul, dissolve the ego, and reveal the raw essence of who we are. These tests are not obstacles to be feared but rather sacred rites of passage that transform us from within. They push us to question, to release, and to trust in ways that defy our rational mind. At times, it can feel like the universe itself is conspiring to test our resolve, bringing us face to face with challenges that seem insurmountable. Yet, these experiences are precisely what lead us to a higher understanding, an awareness that transcends the limits of the self. This is the nature of spiritual awakening, beautiful, intense, and life-changing. But why must we endure these trials? Why is awakening so often accompanied by hardship, solitude, and surrender? The answer lies within these very tests, each one designed to shed the layers that no longer serve us, guiding us back to our true nature. Whether it's facing the inner void or learning to trust in the flow of life, each test is a step toward liberation. These tests illuminate the path, showing us what it means to be whole and aligned with the deeper rhythm of existence. So, if you've ever felt as though you're struggling, as if life keeps challenging you just when you thought you had things figured out, know that you are not alone. You are walking a path that countless souls have traversed before you, each experiencing the transformative power of these 8 tests. As we explore each one, you'll discover that the trials of awakening are, in truth, gateways to freedom, compassion, and unshakable peace. Are you ready to embark on this journey? If you felt the call, if you're sensing that there's more to life than what meets the eye, then this exploration is for you. Together, we will uncover the essence of each test and how they shape the spirit, offering insights and practices to guide you through your own awakening. This is not just a passage of the mind, but a journey of the soul. Let's begin. In the quiet moments, when the world fades into a gentle silence, there lies an invitation, a gateway to the inner void. This is not a void of emptiness, but a sacred space where the echoes of one's true self wait to be rediscovered. Within this void, countless layers of beliefs and roles we've accumulated begin to peel away, much like shedding an old skin. Here, one starts to see the raw essence of their being, beyond labels and attachments. And in this profound encounter with the self, spiritual awakening begins, guiding us closer to the depths of personal transformation. Embracing the void requires courage, as it is a path that leads straight into the heart of one's deepest fears and insecurities. But what if these shadows, instead of terrifying obstacles, are the very keys to freedom? This journey is a dance between trust in the universe and letting go of the need to control. By walking into the void willingly, one steps into a state of humility, where the soul sheds its desires for external validation and instead begins to find peace in solitude and self-discovery. Here, resilience is cultivated, not as armor, but as a tender acceptance of all that arises within. For those who linger in this sacred space, transformation occurs. The old self is gently released, revealing a connection that transcends individuality, a profound divine connection that is, and has always been, part of the universe's larger design. Yet, this is only the beginning of a journey. To stay here, to live in harmony with this connection, calls for patience and resilience. The inner journey is a rhythm of growth, a reminder that each experience, however fleeting, is a lesson in embracing impermanence. As we continue this journey, the ego, the part of us that fears the unknown, the part that judges and clings, begins to soften its grip. Slowly, we surrender, learning to trust in something greater than ourselves. Each encounter within this void nudges us further into self-compassion and non-judgment. And as we practice this, we feel a shift, a quiet joy in simply being, no longer swayed by external affirmations. Do you find yourself drawn to this place of stillness, even as it stirs something profound within? You are not alone. Many souls journey here, meeting themselves in a way they never imagined. Take a moment to breathe deeply and allow this space to open within you, just as it has for countless seekers before you. This practice of inner listening, this embrace of the void, is the beginning of wisdom. In this stillness, we discover that all the answers we have ever sought lie within, waiting for us to pause and listen. So, dear seeker, what reflections does the void stir within you? Do you feel the pull to explore your own depths, to peel back the layers of your soul? Take a moment to share your insights below. How has your journey into the void revealed new truths about your essence? And what if this is just the surface? Stay with us, for next, we shall explore a world where the divine reveals itself in all things. As one journeys deeper into the self, an astonishing realization dawns: the divine is not hidden in distant heavens, but vibrantly present in every moment, every being, and every particle around us. It's as if, in quieting the mind and softening our gaze, the world begins to glow with a sacred light, reminding us of an interconnectedness that goes beyond the physical. This revelation is both humbling and transformative. It allows us to see that every face, every sunrise, and every experience holds within it the touch of the infinite. To see the divine in everything is to enter a state of reverence, a profound respect for life in all its expressions. In this sacred view, judgment fades, and compassion flourishes. Suddenly, the challenges we face and the imperfections we once resented take on a new meaning. They become lessons and guides, urging us to grow in patience and resilience. It's a quiet, radical shift, one that brings the courage to release rigid expectations and embrace what is, as part of the divine dance. Imagine gazing at a simple flower, once overlooked, and feeling its silent strength, its persistent life force pushing through the soil toward the sun. Such moments are not mere observations, they are reminders that everything holds a story, a sacred purpose. As we learn to see with this heart-centered vision, life becomes richer, deeper, and imbued with a quiet magic. We learn that nothing is random, every encounter, every event, is a brushstroke in the masterpiece of existence. And this reverence extends to ourselves. Each of us is a part of this vast tapestry, woven from the same threads of energy and consciousness. Recognizing this brings a warmth, a self-compassion that dissolves old insecurities. It is a call to treat ourselves with the same kindness we wish to extend to others, for we, too, are expressions of the divine. The more we see this sacred connection, the more we release the old stories that confine us, allowing our inner light to shine unhindered. How can you bring this awareness into your life? Begin with simple acts. When you encounter another person, take a moment to see them beyond the surface, as a fellow traveler on this journey of the soul. When you walk in nature, pause and feel the life that pulses around you, the trees, the water, the sky. This quiet practice, though simple, opens doors to a deepened experience of reality. If this resonates with you, take a moment to share your reflections. Have you ever experienced the divine in an unexpected place? How did it change your perspective? Let's grow together by sharing these moments of connection and insight. And if the divine lives within all, what mysteries could be revealed by learning to trust the universe itself? Next, we will explore the power of surrender. Have you ever felt lost, disconnected from who you truly are? I created 3 transformative ebooks to help you reconnect with your true essence. Click the link in the pinned comment and start your transformation now. There comes a point on the spiritual path where we are called to release control and simply trust. Trust in the universe is an act of surrender, a willingness to allow life to unfold with the understanding that everything is happening for a purpose, sometimes beyond what we can see or understand. In these moments of surrender, we learn to relax into the unknown, to find peace in the unfolding of the journey rather than clinging to expectations. It is a dance of faith, inviting us to let go of fear and embrace the vastness of life itself. Yet, trusting in the universe is rarely easy. Our minds crave certainty, seeking reassurance in plans and guarantees. But true spiritual awakening teaches us that control is an illusion. Each time we release this need to control, we open ourselves to a higher flow, one that guides us toward growth and transformation. Trusting in the universe is not passive, it's an active engagement with the divine rhythm of life, a willingness to step forward even when the path isn't clear, knowing that each step we take will reveal the next. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, feeling the wind against your skin. There's a mixture of fear and exhilaration as you contemplate the unknown. Trust asks us to leap, to let go of the solid ground we know and trust that something greater will carry us. This is not about abandoning caution but about embracing the mystery. Each time we practice trust, we discover that the universe is far more loving and supportive than we ever imagined. We are held, not in spite of life's challenges, but through them. As we deepen our trust, we find a resilience within us that was always there, waiting to be awakened. Obstacles become less daunting, setbacks become stepping stones. We no longer view difficulties as punishments or mistakes but as necessary parts of our growth. This shift frees us from the judgments we impose on ourselves and others, allowing us to move with grace, even in uncertainty. In this way, trust becomes a bridge between fear and love, guiding us toward a greater understanding of life's divine order. Are there places in your life where trust feels challenging? Consider this: what if every experience, even those that seem painful or unfair, is serving a purpose in your journey? Take a moment to breathe deeply and reflect on what it would mean to trust fully. This practice is not about blind faith but about learning to listen to the wisdom that resides in silence, the whispers of guidance that lead us to our highest potential. Have you ever experienced a moment where surrender brought unexpected blessings? Share your journey with us below. Let's build a community of trust, where we encourage and uplift each other through the lessons that life so beautifully offers. But as we lean into trust, there is one more layer to release: the ego. Next, we explore the path to freedom through letting go of the self. Oh, the divine! Yet, letting go of the ego is not a single event, it's a practice. Each day, we encounter situations that challenge our ego's hold on us. When someone criticizes or misunderstands us, when our plans go awry, or when we face a setback, the ego often reacts with defensiveness, fear, or resentment. But these are also moments of opportunity. Each reaction is an invitation to observe, to choose a new response, and to see the situation from the perspective of our higher self. With time, we learn to release the need for validation, understanding that our worth is innate, untouched by external circumstances. Imagine sitting by a still lake. When the water is calm, it reflects everything around it clearly. But when disturbed, the reflections become distorted. In the same way, our minds, when clouded by the ego, lose clarity. Thoughts become defensive, reactive, and judgmental. But as we quiet the ego and learn to observe without attachment, the mind clears, reflecting reality as it is. This clarity brings a gentle strength, a resilience that allows us to face life with grace. We no longer need to prove ourselves because we recognize that our essence is already whole. Releasing the ego is about letting go of the false self and embracing a higher consciousness. It's about seeing ourselves not as separate beings, but as parts of a greater whole. In this recognition, judgment fades, and we become capable of true compassion, first for ourselves and then for others. We forgive more easily, and our relationships transform as we release expectations. This release does not weaken us, rather, it empowers us to engage with life fully, without the need to control or be controlled. Have you noticed moments where your ego has held you back from experiencing life fully? Reflect for a moment. Ask yourself what it would feel like to live without the need for approval, to act purely from a place of love and authenticity. This is the essence of true freedom. Each time we let go of a piece of the ego, we create space for love, wisdom, and divine connection to enter. If this resonates with you, share your experiences below. What steps have you taken to quiet the ego's voice in your life? Let's support one another on this path of release and renewal, as we discover the beauty of our true selves together. And as the ego fades, we come to the next challenge: overcoming judgment. Together, we will learn to see others through eyes of compassion. As the layers of ego begin to fade, a new clarity arises, a clarity that sees beyond appearances, opinions, and surface differences. To overcome judgment is to step into a higher state of awareness, where every being in every situation holds a deeper, often hidden, purpose. Judgment creates barriers, separating us from others and even from ourselves, but releasing it is an invitation to connect, to empathize, and to understand. In this space of non-judgment, we begin to embrace life's wholeness, finding beauty in diversity and meaning in each experience. Imagine, for a moment, looking into the eyes of a stranger without judgment. You don't know their story, their hardships, or their triumphs. In that simple act of seeing without labeling, something miraculous happens. You see them as they truly are, beyond your projections or biases. This vision, free from judgment, allows for compassion to flourish. It's as if you're gazing at a part of yourself reflected back, reminding you that we are all connected in ways that go beyond words. To release judgment is to walk gently in the world, honoring each soul's unique journey. Overcoming judgment doesn't mean we ignore discernment or lose sight of our values. Rather, it is a conscious choice to see others through a compassionate lens, understanding that each person is on their own path. When we judge, we are often projecting our own fears, insecurities, or unresolved issues. But when we approach life with open-hearted acceptance, we create space for healing, both for ourselves and those we encounter. This shift liberates us, allowing us to engage with others from a place of peace rather than tension. Consider how judgment often creates walls within ourselves as well. Many of us carry silent, critical voices, judging our own worth, actions, and choices. This inner judgment limits our growth, anchoring us to the past and keeping us from embracing our potential. By practicing self-compassion, we soften these voices, replacing criticism with gentle understanding. As we treat ourselves with kindness, we become more capable of extending this kindness to others. Judgment fades, and in its place, a profound sense of empathy and patience blossoms. Have you noticed moments when judgment has clouded your perception or created distance between you and others? Reflect on a recent experience, and consider how it would have felt to view it without judgment. Each time we pause before judging, we create an opening for deeper connection. This practice is a daily choice, a commitment to approach life with a compassionate heart and a curious mind, eager to learn rather than label. If this journey toward non-judgment resonates with you, share your thoughts or experiences below. How has releasing judgment transformed your relationships or your self-view? Let's encourage each other in this practice of compassion, building a community rooted in acceptance and understanding. And as judgment melts away, a powerful virtue becomes essential: patience. Next, we'll explore the profound gift of patience on this path of awakening. Patience is a quiet force, a gentle yet powerful energy that nurtures growth and resilience on the path of spiritual awakening. In a world driven by instant gratification, patience reminds us that true transformation takes time. It is the ability to sit with the unknown, to endure the ebb and flow of life, trusting that everything will unfold in perfect timing. This patience is more than just waiting, it is a sacred trust in the universe, a belief that every season of life, whether still or stormy, serves its purpose. Imagine a seed buried in the earth. It does not rush to grow, it rests, allowing the soil and sunlight to nurture its roots. In time, it breaks through the surface, not as a forced act but as a natural emergence. Our spiritual journey is much like this. Patience allows us to endure times of darkness, knowing that beneath the surface, something is growing. Each phase, whether of waiting, challenge, or revelation, is essential to our unfolding, a quiet lesson in resilience that teaches us to embrace life's rhythms without resistance. The call for patience often arises in the face of challenges and setbacks. We may find ourselves striving, hoping for immediate results, yet encountering obstacles. These moments are not failures, they are part of the journey, shaping our inner strength. Patience, here, is the choice to persist, to learn, and to grow without the pressure of a timeline. It's an invitation to see life not as a race but as a harmonious flow where each step, however slow, carries us closer to personal transformation and divine connection. True patience also teaches us to release the need for immediate clarity. Often, We seek answers, yearning to know why certain events unfold as they do. But in the practice of patience, we find peace in not knowing, in surrendering to the mysteries of life. This acceptance brings a serenity, a softening of the mind and heart, allowing us to move through life with ease, unburdened by constant expectations. How does one cultivate this patience? Begin by observing moments when impatience arises. Rather than resisting, gently acknowledge the urge to control or rush. Then, breathe deeply, allowing yourself to feel rooted in the present. This is a practice of grounding, a reminder that life's beauty often reveals itself in moments of stillness. Over time, patience becomes not only a virtue but a natural part of your journey, guiding you through the unknown with grace. Have you experienced a time when patience brought unexpected blessings or insights? Take a moment to share your story below. Let's inspire each other with the power of patience, as we continue this journey toward spiritual awakening together. And as patience deepens within, we face the truth of impermanence, a reminder that everything changes. Next, we shall explore the art of embracing life's fleeting nature. As we journey deeper into self-discovery, we encounter one of life's most profound truths: everything is impermanent. Embracing impermanence is both a challenge and a liberation, for it invites us to release attachments and flow with life's natural rhythm of change. In this awareness, we begin to see that clinging to anything, be it a moment, a relationship, or even an idea, only creates suffering. To accept impermanence is to allow life to move through us freely, honoring each experience as a sacred, yet temporary, gift. Imagine autumn leaves drifting to the ground, vibrant yet fading, embodying both beauty and transience. Nature shows us that life's cycles are woven with endings and beginnings, each giving way to the next. Just as the trees let go of their leaves, we, too, are called to let go of what no longer serves us. This release doesn't signify loss but transformation. It opens space for new growth, for fresh energy to flow into our lives. The practice of embracing impermanence is an act of trust in the universe's wisdom, knowing that every end is a doorway to a new beginning. This truth often reveals itself during life's most challenging moments. Whether it's the loss of a loved one, a shift in career, or the end of a relationship, change brings us face to face with our own resistance. We may struggle, holding tightly to what was, yet in doing so, we block life's natural flow. By acknowledging impermanence, we find the courage to let go with grace. This letting go does not erase the memories or diminish the love, it honors them, allowing them to become part of our journey, cherished yet free. Acceptance of life's fleeting nature doesn't mean we live detached or unaffected. On the contrary, it encourages us to engage more fully, appreciating each moment precisely because we know it is unique. When we understand that each experience is passing, we savor life's beauty more deeply. Each conversation, each sunrise, each act of kindness becomes a treasured moment, urging us to live with presence and gratitude. Impermanence teaches us to cherish rather than possess, to experience without fear of loss. Have you noticed a shift in yourself when you embraced change rather than resisted it? Reflect on a moment when accepting impermanence brought you peace. Take a deep breath and remember that every experience, however joyful or painful, is part of the journey. In letting go, we find not emptiness, but freedom, a lightness that invites us to live with openness and love. If this resonates, share your thoughts below. How has embracing impermanence enriched your life? Let's uplift each other by celebrating the wisdom found in life's changes. And as we release and embrace life's flow, we turn to solitude, a space for self-discovery and connection to our truest self. In the stillness of solitude, we come face to face with our true essence. Far from being a place of loneliness, solitude becomes a sanctuary, inviting us to step away from the demands and distractions of daily life. In this sacred space, the mind quiets, and we begin to hear the soft whispers of our soul, revealing insights and wisdom that often remain hidden in the noise. Embracing solitude allows us to experience the fullness of who we are, to listen deeply to our intuition, and to discover a peace that arises purely from within. This time alone teaches us an essential truth: that our worth is not tied to others' approval, nor to the roles we play or the achievements we accumulate. Solitude is a mirror, reflecting back both our light and shadows, asking us to embrace each part of ourselves with compassion. This acceptance becomes a foundation of inner strength, a reminder that we are whole and complete as we are. Initially, the journey into solitude may feel unfamiliar, yet as we settle into it, we realize it is not isolation but connection, a deeper communion with our own spirit. As we immerse ourselves in this inner stillness, we become attuned to the vastness of existence. Solitude reveals our oneness with all things, showing us that we are both small and infinite, grounded in a timeless flow of life. By stepping back from the need for constant validation, we learn to trust ourselves and our place within the universe. This growing self-trust allows us to release the need for external affirmation, grounding us in a sense of purpose that is rooted in authenticity rather than expectation. In solitude, transformation takes place. Stripped of the identities we wear for others, we begin to explore the essence of who we are. Freed from external judgments, we uncover our genuine desires, dreams, and values. Each moment of introspection brings us closer to our higher self, clarifying the unique path we are meant to walk. Solitude becomes a canvas where we paint our soul's true colors, a space where self-discovery blooms into personal transformation. To enrich this journey, we can embrace practices such as meditation, journaling, or spending time in nature. These quiet acts deepen our connection to the inner self, allowing us to observe our thoughts and feelings with acceptance. If you feel called, take a few minutes each day to sit in silence with yourself. Let go of distractions, close your eyes, and simply listen to your breath. This time is a gift, a moment of presence offered to your own soul, a place where you can simply be. Solitude offers a profound gift, the opportunity to know ourselves in our most honest, unguarded form. In its quiet embrace, we find that we are never truly alone, we are always connected to something greater, to a truth that pulses within and around us. Embracing solitude is an act of courage and love, a commitment to honor the depths of who we are and to nurture our journey with the wisdom found in stillness. In solitude, we come home to ourselves. As you stand on the threshold of these 8 powerful tests, remember that the journey of spiritual awakening is uniquely yours, a path shaped by courage, resilience, and a deepening connection to the universe. Each of these challenges is an invitation to step into your fullest potential, to release what no longer serves you, and to embrace a new way of seeing and being. The tests of awakening aren't just hurdles to overcome, they are profound lessons that open the door to freedom, compassion, and inner peace. Now, I encourage you to reflect on what resonates most. Have you felt the pull of the inner void? Have you experienced the subtle nudge to trust in something greater? Begin by taking small, intentional steps to integrate these insights into your life. Try dedicating time each day to practice solitude, or challenge yourself to observe life's changes with acceptance rather than resistance. Even the smallest shift can bring profound growth on this path. As you continue, consider sharing your journey. Leave a comment below. What has been the most transformative lesson in your own awakening? How have these tests shown up in your life? Sharing your story not only deepens your understanding but also inspires others walking this same path. You may find that in sharing, you build a bridge of connection with kindred souls who, just like you, are embracing their own transformation. And if you're ready to continue exploring the mysteries of life and consciousness, make sure to subscribe and activate notifications. This journey of awakening is one of continuous learning and expansion, and there is always more to discover. Next, we'll dive deeper into the unseen forces shaping our reality, uncovering the universal laws that guide our every step. Until then, trust the process, honor your growth, and know that you are exactly where you're meant to be. Your journey has only just begun. Imagine a world where time itself feels as if it's slipping through our fingers, faster than ever. Have you felt it, too? This strange acceleration isn't just in your mind, it's part of a greater spiritual shift that civilizations have sensed and studied for ages. In our next exploration, we'll dive into the hidden mysteries behind this phenomenon, from the ancient wisdom of cyclical time to today's profound experiences of flow and multidimensional awareness. So, if you're ready to discover why time feels like it's speeding up, and what it means for your own journey of awakening, join me. We're about to uncover a truth that just might change how you experience every single moment.